won't even take money now. Like cash, tap please or whatever they say.
I went through a period of time when I was trying to use cash, and it got to a point it was annoying. Like you're saying, there'll be one worker where you can pay with cash, but then like the 4 tills. But then the worker's not even there, so you're waiting for like 5 minutes for them to come, and then you just bloody use the till in the end.
Exactly.
That was a precursor from the vid. 1-9er. They was telling people you can't use cash. And they wanted everyone to just pay by card and stuff. PayPal and all that shit.
So they make it more redundant as well. Taking out the system.
Businesses with that too.
Machines in this way, so the best way to do it is through the contactless technology.
No, what I was even gonna say, do you remember back in the day, like 9-10 years ago, you could even catch a bus and pay with cash. That's
long time ago.
Like, there's actual kids now that wouldn't even know that ever existed.
It's gonna be 40p a journey.
40. But have you ever used the Oyster app though? Where you use the app and it tells you, oh, you went there, then you went to there, then you went to there. It's the whole way of track. Where did you go? Where have you been?
Before they didn't have that information.
Exactly, and then also that's why there's Wi-Fi, why they're putting 4 and 5G on the tube. Because what's happened, that's geolocating you everywhere. So you can no longer just hop on the tube and disappear. Like, nah, we found your phone.
They've got that in other countries already as well. I think it's like Japan, more or less all their underground is linked up. And then because of how it is, it's like Wi-Fi boosters. So it's just like when you're going around now, like the more precision location data, it connects to like people's Wi-Fi routers as you're going around to kind of be like, oh, you're exactly here. That'll be the same thing on the underground. Just saying, okay, it's between this stop and this stop.
Like in 24.
Even they got that underwater passage from England to France. You know that? There's a tunnel. They got all internet on that. It's clear internet on there. So you're underwater with clear internet.
That's why it makes it harder for you to commit a crime, because if all the Wi-Fi and all that's connected, anytime you say, oh, you was here, but you wasn't there, they can just say, well, your phone was pinging in this area. You know exactly where you was at this time. This is where you was. You're lying.
Well, even that Will Smith movie, Enemy of the State. Remember that one? It's fucking GPS from the heaven, from the sky. Remember that? It's trying to run.
Triangulating them.
All that was about was what having control over.
That's it.
Control.
What has Elon Musk just rolled out, man? The Starlink now does network, does regular cell network.
They're trying to make him speak with the house. Now they're trying to make him speak with the house. You can see what's going on, man. That guy is going to be the main guy to push the mark of the beast.
Tony Stark.
Yeah, man. Tony Stark, the master of the beast for the brain implants, and Trump's with it, man. He's his right-hand man right now. You know, everything's falling into line with the prophecies, man. That's what we're saying, man. So when you hear guys IUIC talking about 2,000 years ago in Nero, and the mark of the beast, you know, is when Nero gave man a coin. You can tell that, you can see that he's just making this shit up, because they don't even add that with the fact that John the Revelator wrote that years later. The book of Revelation written years later after Nero was around, so it don't even make sense. The mark of the beast hasn't been implemented yet. It's a physical mark. It's going to be implemented sometime very soon, man. And when it does, like the Apostle Elder Tahar always says, people are going to be like dumb, they're going to be scratching their heads, they're going to be running like mice, and they're going to be bucking the fuck out. He still makes it mandatory, man.
We read it in the NLT, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. So that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes.
Yeah, his evil devices. We're not, we're not ignorant of his devices. That's how you got to be in this world, the way we're living right now. You can't live in ignorance, man. Ignorance is not this. Ignorance is going to get you hemmed up with some shit. You're going to end up taking the mark, and then you're going to be looking forward to this nuclear fire, man, because you're going to toast your ass for taking that mark.
So the majority of these people that talk about all these conspiracy theories and how these people are nut jobs or whatever the case may be, you're acting like there's not a nefarious entity at work trying to fuck your life.
Well, you know they can't,
you know what I'm saying? But the scripture tells you that there's these entities out there, right? So you've got to be circumspect. You've got to be vigilant of what's going on. Any glimpse of a story or you think that might be relatively true, you've got to pay attention to that, man. And the thing is now, just throw it out. You can't just throw it out. You've got to keep that in your mind. Because even when certain men and women were told things in the scriptures, they said They didn't understand it at the time, but they thought about these things. They kept it in their hearts. So they thought upon it as time went on. You have to be mindful of the things that have happened and things that are happening to determine like where's things going with this. Well, how is this going to relate with the scriptures? You know, because Satan is out here. Satan is out here.
And now the way the world is now, like technically, the conspiracies are the facts, so you can't ignore reality anymore. See, when you mentioned ignorance is bliss, there was a time when you could be bliss in ignorance, but now it's like you can't actually. The conspiracy or what we've been saying, which was hidden, was just blatant in people's face now. It's like everything is blatant now. So if you do play that, I'm just ignorant to life, then you know you are what you are. You know, because it's like the conspiracy thing is like the truth. You know what I mean? Even the news now talks about UFOs.
Yeah. Quoting scriptures and all that.
The news
saying we're within a wheel and all that.
So it's just, now it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's true, bro.
It's the truth, man.
It's the truth is out. The reality. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
No, reality is coming to light.
Yeah.
And reality is the scriptures. That's what these people don't seem to understand.
Certain things are just yet to be revealed. That's all it is. And some people just know before time than others. That's all it is.
That's
It's
what
crazy,
prophecy
you know?
is, to know something before it happens.
Because before people could say that, people could run all those. I'm sorry, go on, brother. Go on, read the scripture.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Right. So one time it's unbelievable. They couldn't conceive these things to be true. But as time goes on, more information comes out. It's just time. It's all it takes. It's just time.
Yeah, that's right.
The more time that goes by, the more information you get about something. Right, and then you find out, oh, that was true. Oh shit! You know, I'm not getting sorry. You know,
what these people don't understand is Esau believes in the scriptures. He believes in the Bible.
He does.
He knows the Most High and His Son exists. That's why he's preparing himself to try and fight the Lord. Man. He doesn't think that the Bible is a fictional book. He actually knows what in the Bible is actually 100% authentic and true, man. Because he's preparing to fight the Lord when he comes back. That's why they're getting scared about all these orbs in the sky, chariots sighting, shooting drones down, and all that.
And all Esau's trying to do now is control that narrative, because he can't avoid it. So he has to try and control it. You know, all these things like I was gonna say, you know, before, like, it seemed inconceivable these things will be true. But anything you hear, you have to keep an open mind about these things, man. You know, you have to keep an open mind, man, because that's only diligence. Right? Not saying every conspiracy is going to be true, of course. That's not what we're saying. But you need to keep an open mind about certain things, man. Because you might, you just throw it out straight away. It might come back to bite you in the ass, man. Because you wasn't staying up on stuff, you know?
But it also says the last day Esau's going to be in straits, man. So that's what's going on. You know, he's getting into that confused moment where, you know, he's starting to panic now. And then he's starting to do a lot of damage control and starting to slip up.
Yeah, because it's the Lord said in the last days He will pull the veil over the world. So that's happening. It's like this is out of Esau's control. I mean, Esau is in control.
Losing.
Yeah, he's in control to an extent, but the Lord isn't really in control.
Exactly.
He's the one.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Even with the chariots, it's like, bro, from like the 50s, the 60s onwards, they were saying, oh, it's a dustbin lid. Oh, he put like a light on a frisbee. Bro, there was countless shows showing it's all fake, it's all BS for decades. Then the government comes out like, we got had endless archives of footage of we have some kind of
We don't know.
we don't know. It's not Chinese. It's not Russian. Like we don't know. We've never known. They came. The missiles were flying off. Like we didn't know. We're losing control of the systems. Like, bro, hold on. How was that all that going on? Meanwhile, if you said like, oh, UFOs, what do you think about that? Like, this guy's insane.
Aliens. What?
Aliens. Yeah. What, little green men? But then now it's the government talking about it. Everyone's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
It's actually true.
But that's why it's like they're trying to take it because it's what it hit a threshold.
The worst thing about it, these things have been spoken about throughout time.
Yeah.
Not even just in this Edomite era. The signs of unexplained phenomena, or whatever you want to call it, has always happened. Right? Different accounts, different people, different ages, right? So just to disannul that, well, that can't be true. Why has it been going on for so long?
Yeah, what was Alexander the Greek talking about?
Yeah.
Why is there ancient records of it? as well as in modern times.
The Aztecs Empire.
Yeah.
They even, I'm sorry, I keep mentioning the Aztec Empire. The Aztec Empire, they had stories of chariots, bro. Because remember,
They had
Quetzalcoatl, which is Yahweh Shai.
the fiery flying serpent.
The fight, which they said he will come back to, they said Quetzalcoatl is going to be the one to and bring the Raza together.
Yeah.
Meaning
And
the race
he
together.
came in the ship. He said that he came in the ship.
In a ship, yeah, which was Yahweh Shai. No?
He had a beard.
And he had a
Actually said
beard.
he had a beard
And even
as
them
well.
Aztecs, they even had murals of chariots and stuff. You know, like they drew them because they saw them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They were crazy people.
They were exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that was
Even in the, it's funny because you mentioned the 50s. Even in the 50s in LA, there was actually a battle in LA one time in the 50s with chariots when they came down and started zapping or whatever. They said it was zapping. You know, I'm not sure if they were zapping buildings or whatever, but they were showing themselves. And there was an actual battle with the American Army, the military, and that's why they made that film
Battlefield Earth. Oh yeah, Battlefield LA.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
That's an actual real story that happened in the 50s. So the chariots have always been around, man. They said it's going to be a curse, a plague onto them, onto the house of the wicked. They're getting into the house of the thief.
And you know, Esau knows that he's saying, remember Mars Attacks, the movie. Mars
Yeah,
Attacks?
I remember that.
Yeah. They made it like a comedy. But remember the chariots came and they were fucking up
Zapping.
Paris and all that.
Yeah.
They showed you the Eiffel Tower that was getting zapped. That's the world was getting zapped.
Yeah, that's right.
They came into Paris and all that.
So Esau knows, man.
They know. They put it in
Esau
them
knows
Hollywood.
that war in heaven's going to come. He's trying to prepare himself,
I have a preset.
you know, but at the end of the day, he's going to lose that battle. You know?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
This is Isaiah 2:17. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day, and the idols shall he utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth, for the fear of the Lord and the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth.
Yeah, so when the Lord returns, this earth is going to be shaken, man.
Yeah.
Just by the vibration of the Lord's presence alone, as well as the nuclear missiles out in the earth, man. Different places.
Trump as well.
You know, yeah, the blowing of the trumpet. Wow. It's going to be chaos, man. That's why the elect are gonna. That's why Michael's gonna have to come and jump out and protect the elect, man. Because there's gonna be so much death, you know, from corner to corner, man. The stench of death is gonna be in the air, man. The Lord you're gonna have to do something to deliver his elect. You know, to deliver them from them set perils, man. So it's gonna get real dark out here, man. Real soon as well.
Bloody bodies and blood running through the street, man.
Blood and gore, man. The people ain't ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
These average people, peons out here, they ain't ready for what's coming, man. The Lord's going to strike them when they're unannounced, you know what I'm saying?
They said their pride is going to be brought low, man. You know, because they're going to realize they're completely helpless with what's happening. You know, I mean, there's nothing no one could do about it. You know, everything's that's going to happen. It's just going to, you know, the Lord's going to come and roll everybody over, man. Yeah. You know.
And that's isn't it, where it says, when he saw the violence of the multitude, he neither lifted up sword. He literally just basically, man, eviscerated them. There was nothing to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke.
Come on, fire out of the chariots, man. Done him.
Yeah, man. And the angels and the chariots is above Esau's pay grade, man. You can't deal with that, man. That technology,
Shows you that in the fourth kind, man.
Yeah, fourth kind.
You're my daughter.
You know the encounters of the third kind.
Yeah.
All them chariot movies, Independence Day.
Even Independence Day, they had the guy that was like a conspiracy theorist, remember? With the family. They kidnapped him, the ship. Remember? Is that cool? They nabbed him before and they jacked him up. And the world never believed him. So when they finally came back, he's so cool. You know, the movies, they defeated him and he finally got his payback, remember? He flew the jet into it, all that. But the point is, he was telling them the chariots, they you know, because there's people out there that have been called nut jobs and put in mental homes because they've said they've been abducted. But the fact is, they did, you know, them Edomites in a rural town
Get messed up.
They've
been abducted.
Well, they did the movie Fourth Kind, man.
Fourth
Kind.
Yeah. And they tell you the story, but people don't. The peon will call them nutters. Yeah. But who knows? They do get abducted, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there's a show on Netflix, the UFO, it says the Manhattan alien abduction. And they go through actual
Oh,
accounts.
the
of
bitch
either
coming
one
out of the
side.
building.
Yeah, it's getting lifted up and
She
everyone.
lied and all
Right.
Yeah,
that.
everyone
She
had
made the
accounts of
story.
her levitating and
Yeah, she made the
she's getting
story up.
abducted, man.
Wow.
And she was just through, you know? Yeah, man. So, you know, there's actual accounts, you know?
That's what the FBI trying to keep shut, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh shall host defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it.
Yeah, so we ain't scared of the chariots because they're our big brothers coming to help us in these last days, man. They're gonna actually deliver, beam up certain brothers. You know, that's part of the Lord's elect. You know, they're not gonna deliver Esau. They're not gonna deliver the Moabites or the Ishmaelites or any of these other nations. They're gonna be in beaming up Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, from the prospective tribes. Because we're the Israelites, man, and we're the Lord's chosen people, and that's going to be part of the strangeness of their salvation, man. And Esau's not expecting that. And Esau's thinking when there's an alien invasion, everyone's fucked. No, you're going to be fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
The Israelites are not going to be fucked. They're coming to help us, man. They're coming to defend Jerusalem, man.
Target the hits.
Yeah. And that's how the Lord's coming back. The Lord said, it's just like the angels told the disciples, the same way the Lord left is the same way he's coming back by way of that cloud, man.
Acts 1:9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and the cloud received them out of their sight.
Yeah, chariot, a big chariot.
And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel,
Yeah, 2 angels, man.
which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as you have seen him go into heaven.
That's it, man. It's the same way the Lord left, the same way he's going to return, man. And that's what these people are not expecting. These angels are showing themselves, man. You just want to call them orbs or drones, whatever, UAPs. They're the angels, man, and they're showing their power, man. They're showing their force.
When he was telling them about his return, he was saying, if they shall say he is in the desert, like basically he's in a far city or he's in the desert, believe it or not, because he's in a secret chamber, believe it or not, because essentially the Son of Man shall come in the same manner as you see him go.
I got a quick one.
Just he ain't coming peacefully.
That's
the only difference.
You know?
I got a quick one. Isaiah 45:15. Verily thou art a power that hidest thyself, O power of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols.
Right? They got the whole world believing the Most High don't exist. Esau is making people believe in God less and less as days go by, man. You know? But again, the Most High is just hiding himself right now.
Yeah.
You know? And it's the case, man, when Israel came out of Egypt and they came to Mount Sinai, Moses went up to go see the Lord, right? But all the Israelites were asking, oh, we want to see the Lord, right? And when the lightning started crashing down and shit, man, they got shook. When the Lord shows himself, man, you ain't going to really want to see him. You know, it's trouble for everybody.
Terrible day, yeah.
Yeah, it's a terrible day. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Oh, yeah.
Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. To what end is it for you?
So where's God then? Where's God at? I haven't seen God. Well, when he come, it ain't gonna be nice. You wish he didn't exist.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're gonna wish he didn't exist at that point in time, man, because he's gonna jack your shit up, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It says, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Yeah, evil and not good. That's what the earth's gonna see. Evil, a bad time, a terrible time. Daniel 12:1 tell you a time like no other, such as ever existed, right? And so the Lord's not coming back to play with people, man. All this mockery that you've been doing this whole time, you know, because you took shit for granted. This earth you're standing on belongs to him. He's created by him and his son. And you're just taking the piss, man. You know, the way you treated his children.
That's right.
Taking
that's
the piss,
right.
man.
Yeah. How I shine watching.
Yeah. Getting vexed.
Vexed.
The earth is out of order, man.
Yeah.
Everything's just out of order, bro.
The
It's
wickedness
like,
has got too great again.
that's why brothers get we're sick too, man. Like
Everything's sick.
mentally, we're just dealing with this. You know, like we want to see the right stuff, man. We're just stuck in this fucking flesh.
Exactly. Even this being in this flesh is hell in itself, man. Yep. So there's another battle that we have to deal with. You know, when Yahweh Shai comes, all that's going to be wiped away.
Yeah.
All the hell, all the tears, it's all going to be wiped away, man.
Tears shall wipe. That's Revelation. It's going to wipe away all tears. Yeah, that's off our eyes. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. I already know about that. You know, Disney.
Yeah.
And the real reality world. Not fucking Cinderella and all that. Them racist ass Disney. They're all racist, man. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I got me thinking of.
It said, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
So you're gonna want to try and escape from all the hell and the trouble that's going on, man. But you're just gonna run into more problems, man. You know, think you got away, but you run into some other shit, man. That's what it's gonna be like. There's gonna be nowhere you can turn where it's gonna be safe. Yeah. That's what it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? And even for us, it's gonna be dicey, man. You know, we're gonna be moving one place to others, pilgrims upon the earth. You know, and we should be, relying upon the Lord to guide us, man, for the Spirit.
Let you scarcely be saved.
That's right. You know, you got a quick one? Come on.
So Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knows not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falls suddenly upon them.
Right, so it goes hand in hand with the Lord going to come as a thief in the night, where nobody's waiting, nobody's expecting him. You don't expect the thief to come, you know. You sleep.
There's that scripture. It says, "When you shall see," I feel, how does it go? It says, "You'll lift up your heads for your redemption." Yeah. So like when the Lord comes, that's our life begin. Our life's beginning through the Word. When He comes back, though, is when we're gonna get Our life begins on the earth. Change our body. We're gonna be on top. We're never gonna be in misery again.
We're gonna turn a corner.
We're gonna be the ones. We're gonna be the ones in peace, and the nations are going to be in misery for that 1,000 years.
That's right.
Obviously,
all for a finish of
after the 1,000 years, the heathens, they're going to get their plots and they're going to be under us, but they're going to have to suffer that 1,000 years of misery. We've technically done like near enough 1,000 years of misery. We've been what,
more than that. More than that.
We technically done like 1,000 years of misery.
Plus.
Because
we spent time under all these
nations. This section now has been what, 600 years? Just a bit over. I don't know. It's been a long time, bro.
You got
1992 to now, even before, Rome.
Yeah, the statue.
You got to even go back before the flood as well.
We've just been catching hell, bro.
Catching hell.
So now,
we had 40 years.
Yahweh Shai, when He comes back, that's our forever peace. And the nations, they're going to be basically tormented. I mean, come on, this is not... You got... Go on, bro. Sorry, go on.
This is Luke 21 and 25. The subtitle is The Return of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Men's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when
that's the Lord and Savior, man. When He comes, man, He's gonna make the toughest of men die at the sight of Him. Like them fucking, I don't know, Spetsnaz or them Israeli armed forces. You know them so-called, the guys they got special forces.
They're mighty men.
They're mighty men of Esau's world. They're just gonna faint, man, because this is gonna be beyond them, beyond what they're training. You know what I mean? Because they're trained. Their minds are trained to deal with anything or whatever. But you don't know you ain't trained to deal with what the Lord's got to do, man. So they're gonna die.
How do you prepare for something like that?
Yeah,
it's impossible.
That's the only way, right? And that's why the Lord's will be His elect and nobody else. Everybody else is going to suffer at the Lord's wrath, man. The elect are going to be cool, essentially, I'm not saying it's going to be tough, but the elect's going to be fine coming out of that,
Let's go a quick precept on that same. So Jeremiah 49 and 22. Behold, He shall come up and fly as an eagle. This is talking about Yahweh Shai. And spread His wings over Bozrah. God in their bosom was a miracle, right? He says, and at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pains.
That's them SAS guys, man. Them SAS Americas. What they got? They got them Green Berets,
Green Beret.
SEALs, you know,
Navy SEAls,
Spec Navy, them Air Force guys. They can leap out of planes and all that. Parachute regiment.
But you're not thinking about the super soldier technology, exoskeletons, all that type of stuff.
Space
That they're trying,
Yeah.
the other shit they're trying to
Captain
tap
America
into.
type cats. They've come up with medicines.
Yeah.
Used to run forever.
Super soldiers.
Jason Bourne. He was like that. He was basically a super soldier. Jason Bourne, the Bourne Identity.
Manchurian candidate program as well.
Yeah. Them dudes could, like, they could be in like the freezing cold for like an hour straight, like below
Universal
soldiers. Yeah, Universal Soldiers. That was basically what that was like. That was dead Vietnam vets that they basically made them machines, killing machines. Esau's got stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, the stuff that he got put in the movie, like Universal Soldier, all them stuff like that. Yeah, Esau does that, man. Esau really does that stuff, man. You know,
And then you
try
got
experiments on them.
so like,
Go ahead.
you got what's that? The name you brothers know it, man. The people that are bringing back the dogs and the robots. Boston Dynamics. Yeah, you got those shits. And they're trying to put them in the police system right now. They're saying they've got the dogs armed with machine guns.
Yeah,
or whatever.
machine guns.
Yeah, in China they already done it.
Yeah.
He's also going to weaponize them drones, man.
That's it. So Esau's trying to bring, you know, like mentioned with, you know, when we see our salvation drive now, you know, lift up your head. And look to it basically. But at the same time, the Lord said he comes to bring fire, but before what be I,
If it be already kindled.
It will be already kindled. So Esau's gonna try and flex muscle, flex bicep, and feel like beat his chest and feel like, yeah, I've got it. But the Lord's gonna come with something you ain't never seen before, man.
So afraid, and yet that's fight.
Even in that, they showed you that in that Spider-Man, the coming, what's it? The one they put in. Yeah, and then they had the drones. Remember?
Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio. And then Stark Enterprises. Remember, because he give him the glasses to control the thing. He was worthy to have the control of the power of all that. Because Stark Enterprises built weapons, and then the Gazers had the fucking drones, and they were like uncontrollable. They were like shooting guns and shit. Drones. So Esau's got a lot of stuff like that, man. That was all the machines, man, and then they were just flooding down on cities.
Ezekiel 21.
How the hell can you fight against that? You know, when you think about it, natural man can't defeat that.
Ezekiel 21:9, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
So Esau's been getting ready. He's been preparing, man. He's been stocking up ammunition, you know, increasing his technology.
Stockpiling.
You know, he's killing technology. Right? He knows. Like, they've been preparing for like a day of unrest and all this kind of business, right? That's why all the Jade Helms and all these test runs were going on. You know, so they're getting prepared for in-house and out-house. You know, man, they get ready for World War III. You know, so they're getting their ammunitions right, they're getting their missile technology right, they're developing their technology so they can fight this war. Because the Most High got the spirit upon them to come together to fight. Scripture speaks about that. Right? So all this is being refurbished, being prepared for this very day that we're talking about. You know?
Yep. It says, should we then make mirth? He contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
And we already established that Esau is that red horseman taking peace from the earth. He's a violent man, violent and bloody man. He is the slayer. You know, he is the wicked that is the Most High sword on the left hand side, right?
Fugitive.
So Esau's the one getting prepared to do this. It can't be nobody else, really. You know, and he's gonna make a mass slaughter of people. You know.
Just turns by reason.
This is Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
So they draws closer, man. Things are gonna get more intense. You know, and we're gonna be caught up on the name of the Lord and His Son more and more as it gets closer, man. You know, because that is the only way you can really survive this. You know, because this great wrath is nothing to joke about, man. God always says it's now time to make mirth. The times in front of us, man, nothing to be happy about in terms of like, you know, how things are gonna be. Right? It's good for us in the sense that we're getting closer to our salvation, but it's gonna be fucking intense here, man. It's gonna be real fucking bad out here.
And it's no coincidence that everything that's happening in the world is correlating with, you know, the fact that brothers have been out here for teaching this word as well, man. Because the word kind of, you see it, the word being taught has pretty much brought the world to where it is now. The Lord sped things up because everything the scriptures is saying is happening. You know, the wars, the way technologies move fast.
Yep.
Prophesied to the wind.
Yeah, man.
The bones come together, the sinews, the flesh.
Yeah, and that's a faith booster also to us because, you know, there'll be times where you think, you know, it's on deaf ears, but it ain't. Look what's happening in society, man. We're basically at the brink of the end.
Yeah, we're speaking in the spirit,
We're really at the
and
door.
the spirit affects everything. You know, so even if no one particularly hears it, man, everyone's being controlled by the spirit anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
I was just gonna say the word made the world.
Yeah.
So think about
By
that,
the
man.
word, yeah.
Think about how powerful the word is.
Exactly. So
If it
what we're
made
doing
us-
is not insignificant.
Yeah.
So,
And even what's discussed like generally now, just in regular culture, is prophecy. It's all linked to prophecies of war, ruling, different technologies, the financial aspects, technological aspects. It's all based around things tied into the scriptures. Like unbeknownst to people, that's what's on their mind.
Even things that people have tried to skate around for years and like mesh in society, race can never be. You know, I was watching that. There was like people talking about how do we still kick racism out of sports and that. But what people are starting to realize is you can't. People are starting to like clock. Well, hold on.
These differences.
This is just what it is. But guess what? Where does that go back to? The scriptures, man. The Lord divided people.
That's it.
So people are even seeing that because I was watching like one of them pro ballers talking. He was talking about race, and they said, well, you know, basically they're realizing, you know, pretty much you can't avoid what the Lord set up. People are different, and people hate one another, man. That's just what it is.
So you always have people that don't get on with others, man.
That's
That's
just
always
what it
gonna
is,
have
man.
that. You got some that are more agreeable, you know, they can work together and do certain things between one another, between nations. There's gonna be others that just don't fucking like you, man. That's just the way it is. The world is, man.
And that, but you see, that's the Amalekites. That was a cunning device to like confuse the mind. It's basically control. You know what I mean?
Because the Some scriptures, people strive for the scriptures don't agree with that.
No.
It says agree, Romans, man.
Is it would
Be
that
a peaceful man as much as be within thee, as much as be
But it's
within
not always
thee.
possible.
That's
It's
it.
not always possible.
Imagine, I don't fuck with him. That's it.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like you just be cordial. That's it. Or maybe not. Maybe you might wind up murdering him. Who knows? Man? I'm being real.
That's what
Everyone.
happens, bro.
That's how it goes.
The thing is, when you mesh, if, like you
Put different people together, you get different outcomes.
that's why this society is so fucked up, because the reality is people are forcing things that's not true.
Yeah.
Bring people together, love this nation next door to you, and that's not real unless they're like, the spirit has it where they're Jake and they fuck with you and all that. It don't work like that.
yeah.
You can't put Jake in the Edomite town because the town's gonna try and lynch that dude.
Oh,
Fam.
I showed you them.
That happens,
Them.
man, till this day.
All this equality bullshit is not real.
You know?
What you're saying is on point, because then that's how you end up with places like Birmingham, Luton, where you just got people in their enclaves, because they was like, yeah, I'm in England, but I want to be with you niggas.
Yeah.
I want to be with my fellow people. I want to be with my fellow elams and that.
Yeah.
Lambs.
Yeah.
That's just fucking.
Yeah.
It's for
That's
nothing,
Morocco,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
Even McDonald's there don't sell pork, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Esau, I remember when Edomite was pissed about that.
So but that all goes back to the scriptures. The Lord set the visions. Right. You know, that's the reality.
I got a precept.
Yeah, go on.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
And that's what they're telling us to be now. You know, that we should all get along, right? Or say no to racism, don't be this and don't be that. You know, that's what we're being told now. It's not an official writing saying that, oh yeah, you must do this and that, but that's how they're pushing the whole world. and get us all to come together, man. That's our Bible spirit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny, man. We're coming up. Even Christmas linked to it and all that. We're coming right to that as well, man.
So that Murphy.
And it's funny because even I saw an article today, this morning, like up in Stonehenge, you had all these crackers, and they were like summoning the sun coming in. Did you see all that? Yeah, you see? Winter solstice, that's right.
Shortest day.
I mean, I didn't read it. I just saw that image. The image said 1,000 words. You know that? The image says 1,000 words. You see the man summoning the sun coming in.
Yeah, well, they always broadcasted on the news every time.
Yeah.
That witchcraft ceremony. It's basically a ritual they do every winter to bring in that Satanism spirit, man.
Yeah.
For Christmas and that.
Yeah.
And that's why they read it in Ezekiel 21. Should we then make mirth? While they're out there worshipping stones and that, Esau's getting ready to fucking declare civil war, New World Order, martial law, all this shit on the people, and take away their fucking privileges that they think they have. Man.
That you think you have.
Yeah, turn you into digital slaves. You people are idiots. People are just stupid, man, you know? That's why Esau is just using, the powers that he has to make mockery. He looks at the people as goyim, as cattle. What do you do with your cattle? You brand your cattle. That's why you put a chip in yours, because you're his property.
Yeah, even fucking Deacon Frost. Remember he said. Remember when he goes. Remember when he had the sunblock on, and then he goes sunblock. He said to him,
Christ said, "There are food."
Yeah. And he said to him, "Well, the goal is to be like you." He said, anyway, the day walker. But remember, he said to him, the people will walk. He said, "Well, join me." He said to him, "What?" Because basically that was like he's like an elite. He said, "Join me," and then he said, because Blades like basically was like a human for the humans. He said, "Look, join me, because they're gonna die anyway." He said, "What difference does it make? Famine, nuclear war." That's what he was saying to them. Famine. Yeah, basically, he was saying, "Look, they're gonna die. They're gonna die in nuclear war. We control them."
And he had the goop child. Maybe he had the goop girl.
Yeah.
As he was talking, he was stroking the goop girl with his pet.
And
a little pet. Yeah. He just threw her in front of the traffic.
That's how they think. That's how they think.
That's the guy with the vocab.
But they were showing you. He told him they're cattle. He confessed. He was saying, "Look,
that. He did.
Yeah." And brothers have mentioned that movie. Basically, mean like Deacon Frost was like resembling the younger Illuminati, basically coming against the old. Basically, because they have their division. Brothers, apostles are mentioning it. They have their infighting. But he was telling Blade, "Join me," basically, because we're gonna take over. And the Blade was like, "Nah, we need to save the humans." Remember, like that's how Blade was. That's the movies. Whenever they show you the good guy, they're really the bad guy.
He tried to make himself a god.
Yeah, exactly.
He tried to do the ritual and turn himself into a god.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right. Deacon, he goes, "Not anymore." Yeah, it became that god,
But in that scene, it's quite a deep scene because he told them, "Look, they're gonna die of their cattle.
Yeah.
They're gonna die of." That's how the Amalekites elites think. We're cattle. It doesn't matter. They're all gonna die anyway. They're under. That's how they think.
That's why they always experiment on the people. They drop all their little chemicals. They go to the CDC and they drop their little shots on people to see how the people react. They test out their
Make you
research.
sick.
Yeah, that's what it says in Psalm 64. They do a diligent search.
You know what's ironic right now, though? You fucking elites are dropping dead right now.
And it's beautiful.
God is fucking getting at you.
Backfiring.
You know what I mean? Your time is up, man. That's why you have to roll this in quick. You have to get this shit done, man. That's it.
Even your wicked prayers ain't working, man. Like they do their prayers and stuff. That's all
charged
fault
against Jacob, man.
Because remember, their power at one point was secrecy. Now it's not even. Everyone knows. It's all coming out on these celebrities that they work for. They're Satanists. It's all coming out on it's all on public news. It's all on display. It's not a secret anymore. Sorry.
I was just gonna say one of the most powerful prophets spoke on it prior to the year starting, man. Cat Williams.
Oh yeah. He said, "I have to be exposed."
That's why they don't want Jake around, man. Jake just say some shit and then just next thing you know,
goes viral.
Everything just go, it just.
You ready more precepts?
Yeah, I got some. Isaiah 47:13. In fact, let me start from 12. "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Right? And it's the same thing they did in Egypt. Like when all these plagues were fucking hitting them and shit, like they were trying to take counsel of all these fucking diviners and magi and you know, fucking rituals and shit, and none of it had any answers. None of it could stop what the Most High was doing, because the idols are not real. all these left-hand side shit weren't working. Right? And it's the same thing with these elites. They're cancelling all these demons and shit, thinking that, oh, we're using them to get our new old order, but it's all going to fail. Because they're not going to answer them in that day. They're not going to advise them and counsel them anymore. Because the Most High going to take them away, because they work for the Most High. You know?
And Nebuchadnezzar and his wise men, when he had the dream and he put all those wise men together, none of them could break the dream down. Get the Hebrew word.
And Dawud didn't even hear the dream. The Most High already told him the dream and had him break it down for him.
Bro, and that's why even because the monthly prognosticators, the witchcraft they work with. It's funny now all of a sudden all these celebrities are getting thrown under the bus. But the funny thing is, the average person that follows these people now even knows, man, these are devil worshippers, and well, we know it's all part of that distraction also. It's funny because even all of a sudden I saw something with like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. They're doing interviews together all of a sudden. They released an album. They're gonna release it, and then there's a short movie that Snoop Dogg's released on his channel, like a short 12-minute movie. You saw bits of it, but bro, I watched the clip of it. I was like, I'm gonna send it to bro. I was like, is this real? There was like on a boat with like 2 dead bodies. You gotta see it, and he's like, they're about to throw the body. You saw it, and I was like, is this shit? This shit almost looks real. And then
it's like the fucking boxing program.
Bro, but it's like, you know what? Now most of what you see, it's like when you see these celebrities now, man. It's like, we know a lot of stuff is fixed, and there's reality to what they show you. There was like 2 dead bodies, and Dre's about to throw it over the boat.
When I saw that, I thought to myself, no one would even know if that was even real.
Bro, and Snoop was like, take the shoes off them, because they're them M&M Jordan. They're like, they sell for 12 grand on the streets, he said to him. And then he took the shoes off him, and he was about to throw. They had the body, and the 2 bodies dead, and they're gonna throw. Yeah.
No, in the beginning it was like someone looked in the freezer.
Yeah.
They had 2 bodies in the freezer.
Yeah.
So someone went into the freezer. It goes into that story.
Yeah, but I'm looking at that like, this shit looks real, man. Some of that, bro. I was looking at it, this shit real, bro.
You remember that model that went missing, and then his body was posted up in a shop?
Oh yeah.
It's like
a mannequin.
In France,
that's his real body.
Right.
So they do twisted shit like that. If you're out in the public, you won't even know, but it's actually a real body.
Inside joke kind of thing,
inside
like.
kind of
So
joke.
they laughing at it.
But then celebrities are all in on it. Celebrities are they're all down with that. They've done things like that, or they do stuff like that. And now, because I don't know, man. Some of that shit you think is like not true is real. You know what I mean?
Because Jay don't really make jokes like that. That's the thing. Like,
Bro,
Our jokes are different.
It's funny because even when you're saying that, when in the beginning of that video, there's like they're shooting guns in it, and then Snoop says, that sounded like some real gunshots, man. What's going on? You got some real guns on set to the director. And it's like, no, there ain't no real guns on set, are they?
Oh, yeah.
To the guy to ask him, are they real gunshots? Because like, he's like, that's some real gunshots, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, they killed his son.
Brandon
What's his name? Thingy, the shooting on Rust.
Rust,
Alex Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
So that happened. And those dead bodies
It was meant to be like,
Bro, because why would you just?
But it was like, oh bang, just like that, yeah, bang, and just shot the shit dead, bro.
Yeah.
I got a very quick one. Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
So so pretty much the Lord's just showing all the filth of this, the reality of this society, man. And there's a perverse spirit within this society, and what we're really finding out is, everyone is really, for the most part, if you're not standing for the truth, you stand for this system. They stand for this shit. People, even though people might curse it out and know that there's devil worshippers behind the scenes, they still follow it. Because this is what makes this system run, man. Entertainment, wickedness, folly,
Well, did he just demean that? That's the thing. All of that wickedness, all of the witchcraft that he was doing, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
like,
take
oh,
it
baby.
serious.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
then the reality of what he's doing was really shocking. Really,
It was
you know?
freaky.
Humane, man.
And he's one of many, by the way.
Yeah,
We're not shocked. P Diddy. I mean, come on, bro. They've been doing this. They ain't just. Esau been doing this.
Jake try and make it sound like Jake make it sound like them doing that. Oh, but that's what them guys are doing. But like you said, it's witchcraft.
Yeah.
You think it's just okay? You get rich and everyone does this. Nah,
Yeah.
you go engaging with witchcraft. You're doing
Yeah.
seances. You're erecting.
Yeah, that's it.
You're doing what it is, man. In this society, bro. That's crazy, dude.
That's it.
I got a quick one. This is Luke 16 and 13. I'm gonna read it in the NLT. It says, no one can serve two masters, for you will hate the one and love the other. You will be devoted to the one and despise the other.
Right. To serve a master, you've got to be loyal. Right? And if you've got two different masters, you can't be loyal to both of them.
Yeah.
You know, especially when they're contrary. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you know, the way of this world and the way we are supposed to be all these scriptures is completely different. You know what I mean? So that's completely contrary. We can't serve both.
That's right.
You know, you've got to be with one or the other. You know?
Yeah, no in betweens, isn't it?
And that's it.
And there's levels to that.
Lukewarmness. You
Yeah.
can't be lukewarm.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
And there's levels to that devotion too. You know what I mean? So all of this Diddy stuff and that, all these sex parties and shit. But the thing is, Esau, he be running that himself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the shit that they're doing, all the adrenochrome and all the kind of behind the scenes. You know, Esau be getting down. That's that witchcraft, man. Human sacrifices. You know, Saturnalia.
Yeah.
People getting ready to crowd around a Christmas tree right now. They don't even know what it goes back to. That's paganism.
That's right.
You know?
Not according to the podcast, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, apparently
He's
it's not. I mean,
like
it's fucking asshole.
shit back.
But that's why even with what do you call it? With the Freemasons, they're different orders. There's like they let you in to a certain level. You might be dealing with one that's on like a lower level, just thinking, oh, we're just going, it's just like, you know, a little
Charity events.
yeah, we get together,
Classic
we meet
charity
up,
events.
you know, rub shoulders, make relationships. Then you get to the higher levels, you know, suddenly there's no cameras. Suddenly, you know,
Darkness, yeah.
Canada only.
Because we had a guy just around down there when we were set up back there, like maybe like last year, and he came up. He was just always there like, well, I'm one. And I was like, bro, you know you worship Satan. No, all of that.
He ain't a real one.
And yeah,
You don't know that. You know
exactly. We were trying to tell us like, bro, you're not even to insult him, innit? Like, bro, that means it's on a low level, innit?
They have a way of reversing everything. So like they have Bibles and stuff in there, and that kind of stuff, but they use it for like a reverse kind of purpose.
That's
like,
it.
You know, they Esau likes doing shit like that.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying? You know. But yeah, so they'll tell them, oh yeah, you know, this is the true understanding to these things, and they feel enlightened now. They feel like they're on some shit, you know. But the whole time you worship Satan.
He was like, we do charity work in Africa.
Yeah, so we're good people, all right? Just don't tell nobody because it might have to
Like I said, there's levels to it.
That's why you can't speak about it. That's why there's secret handshakes.
hella
You know,
special,
there's rules in this thing because it's not legit.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They want to keep things secret.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're so good, why is it got to be secret?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like suspicious there.
Yeah.
You know? And they're told not to talk about it. It's like Fight Club.
Speak about it.
Don't talk about Fight Club. Right?
Don't speak about it.
No, the apostle said that really they got that from Jake because all the you know
Secret societies.
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah.
The cross.
Black
Secret
Hand-
societies
oh, the
and-
cross.
You know the states and you know the
Templars.
Oh, Knights
Knights
Templar.
Templar.
Knights Templar.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Jakes,
know that.
man, all
Jakes.
those wicked ass
Dot-
niggas.
Knights at a round
that
table.
started those secret councils. Esau got that from Jake.
Yeah. So he ain't even original even in that.
who do they go to?
Hey, Reverend King Solomon.
But why was
Yeah.
it secret? Because they weren't acting according to how they should be acting. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a way for them to hide stuff and stuff and do things. You know? So and that's why it's always a detriment to Esau for things to get put out in the open.
Yep.
You know, but the Most High's had it where stuff's come out in the open. And so their power effectively is weakened. You know, because people can see through the shit.
Prince Andrew's a good example.
Oh,
That guy's
yeah.
got to run and leave the country now.
Yeah, you got to do something. he fucking up too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Scripture.
100%.
You're gonna have to get Starmer to give him the pardon.
Embarrassing, no, he's British, you know what I mean? He's like, oh shit, like, oh, you know Prince Andrew.
It's crazy. What's
I
the
don't
first thing with Prince after all?
Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
We live in evil times, man, and you can't get around that. People can't act like nothing's going on in this world, like this world's righteous somehow, like this world's okay. We live in evil times, and evil things are happening. Yeah, you know, and it just so happens to be those that speak against it, man, are demonized.
Oh, that's
You know, it's weird.
I literally had
Remember before people used to do that shit. Oh man, just smile, man. Be happy, man. No one ain't even saying that. It's like no one ain't even saying that much anymore, bro. Because like now it's like even the people that was trying to run that, the world, everyone knows the world's fucked.
Yeah.
They're blatantly genociding people. Them small acts. They're genociding them you know, Palestinians and all that. That's split the world. Because some people don't believe in it, some do. You know what I mean? No one trusts their governments anymore. So everyone knows this is a complete misery, man.
I was watching a documentary on
Can't avoid it.
Australia, and they were saying that none of them can. Their whole thing, they had, I think they were the fourth biggest. Shockingly, they're the fourth biggest, most wealthy nation according to people. So basically, they had like per adult it was like $250,000, and we see the UK it was 1,550. So surprisingly, they make money over there, but they're all saying we can't buy a house.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to rent it out like a fucking container with a bed for £200 a week or 200 Australian dollars.
Wow.
And you know, Australia once was like even
Yeah,
crackers
yeah,
from England would
We're
retire
running over there, yeah.
But
Yeah,
now it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
even skyrocketed there. I was seeing stuff like that, bro. It's like and another thing they got problems with there now is immigration as well.
Yeah.
Because
Man,
Australia
everywhere now.
yeah.
All of a sudden.
Because now all the countries of the domination you had over are just spreading their wings. They're going everywhere, having children. You know what I'm saying? It's backfired
That's
on
the thing,
Esau.
yeah, these white people ain't having kids.
Yeah.
Then that's why it's like even over here, the birth rate's only above replacement because migrants come in.
Yeah,
so they have
exactly.
like 5-6 kids.
Yeah. Well, how do you think fucking Elam's done so well?
Yeah.
After a few generations, they fucking own half of the city.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then
What they're saying the most
Yeah.
popular name in England.
Yeah.
Well, Britain owns half of India, so
Well, yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah,
Even
sorry,
I see
right?
it on social media, people are like, that's the chickens coming home to roost and all.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Well, when you look at say Tata Steel, the Tata Group, they own they own Jaguar Land Rover. So when you're seeing the king driving in a Range, right, he's driving in an Indian car.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, well, Czech Republic guy owns Royal Mill now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just sold that shit.
Yeah. There was one Elam. No, when I was coming up, he had Esau, and another thing, all these nations that got rich, Esau brought them in, all right? Because Esau kind of gave them avenues to make money in the system.
Post
That's how they,
offices and all that
yeah,
type
post.
of shit.
There was Elam back in the day. English people owned the post offices.
Yeah.
But then Elam, that's when you had. Remember, there was a joke going. They called it the packy shop round the corner and all that.
Yeah.
That when it was more English people,
Yeah.
because it would be like an Elam in the middle of a white town owning the shop. But back in the day, it was the English people that owned it. But that was like by design. They started to get all of the post office businesses, and then Elam's small business made millions. Then they brought their families in. Then that was passed on for generations. Then they just started owning the whole area.
Yep.
But you see, yeah, go ahead, bro. Go on, man.
Isaiah 14:16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, and opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. And yeah, that's, all these nations. There was that time where, a white guy comes around, they'll be thinking like, oh, there'll be a certain amount of war.
Yeah.
But now it's hey, we're in a time where it's really all of that's like that's come off, like the scales over the eyes, man.
The veneer of that glory is gone.
He says the prisoners, because he's imprisoned everyone. Obviously, the main king who is in prison is Israel. And the funny thing is, Esau, see, even as the scripture says it, when the Egyptians afflicted us, Jake had more children.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing in Egypt today. In America, what's the common theme? Jake are in the ghetto with 10 kids. Whether it's Ephraim, whether it's Judah, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's Issachar, the Issachar's known for having loads of children. The tribes have children. So even in our affliction, Jake multiplied.
We have sex to get
So
fruit.
even if you don't have economic wealth, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have economic wealth, the wealth is really you.
Yeah,
People is the wealth.
Yeah.
Land is wealth, cattle is wealth, but your wealth. So if you have an abundance of family, that's actually wealth.
Yeah.
So you know you can't destroy Israel. You know what I mean?
But that's
It's
part,
deep, man.
yeah, that's part of how Jake went down during the Dark Ages as well.
Oh,
the ones that were the head of the family,
Yeah.
the kings, whatever, they're having troubles having kids.
Yeah. Well, and then the Lord was plaguing us with the Black Death and everything.
Yeah.
So we were like, our multiplication was getting killed off.
Oh yeah.
I got a precept.
Depleted, yeah.
It says Psalms 127:3. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate.
That's what's up, man. That's right, bro. Break it down, man.
Yeah, Khan, children are a blessing of the Lord, man. Right? And as such, in the kingdom, we gonna have all of the children, man. Right? Whether it be with, you know, the Israelite, one of these heathen women, and we're gonna have so many children in the kingdom. Right?
Amen.
Right, but in this world, Esau's basically made it such that it's almost like a curse in this kingdom, man. Right? From the moment, right?
I see you guys every night, and I love your dedication.
Exodus chapter 3, verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in Egypt,
Yes.
and I've heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters,
Yes.
for I know their sorrows.
I know where you got that from, the round table.
Yes. Carry on. Carry on.
And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians.
Thank you.
And bring them up to the land, unto a good land, and a large, a land flowing with milk and honey.
Thank you. Yes.
Just like them.
Yes.
If
Woo.
you're gonna have kids, the big issue with everyone that talks about having kids in this day and age, whether it's you go to Japan, South
Who wants
Korea,
to have kids?
India, wherever, it's always going to be a matter of resources. Yeah. They ain't got enough money. They can't. Like, if they're working, then they have to pay for childcare, pay for childcare.
Exactly.
That
Yes.
costs an arm and a leg. But then that's and the thing is,
Can we vape
why?
in the
'Cause
circle?
even the
No.
I've been monetized to where it's unbearable. Like even paying out
No, because I actually want to listen.
Like come now, like what's going on with that?
Yeah. Yes.
But
Real.
that's why it's
Real.
like in the kingdom, we're gonna have that abundance to where it'll be like 10 kids is you ain't even gonna have to worry.
Unacceptable. Type shit.
10 kids per wife.
But yes, a small one should become a strong nation. You know, we're going to have many children in the kingdom, man, and we're going to repopulate the earth. So it has to be done.
It has to. Real. It has to be done. It has to be done.
Childbirth all the time.
Yes.
Look at all of these children here.
We were all born.
We're all
18.
Isaiah chapter 11, and I'm going to start from verse 6.
Yes.
It says, the wolf
Go.
also shall lie with the lamb, and the
Yes.
leopard shall lie down with the kid,
Yes.
and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together,
Yes.
and a little child shall lead them. And the cow and the bear shall feed the young ones and lie down together, and the young lion shall eat straw like the ox, and the suckling child shall play in the hole of an ass, and the weaned child shall put his hand in the cockatrice's den. You know, and our
That was
children
so
have spiritual powers
inspirational.
too, man.
I rate
Even
that one. I rate that one.
Even
That's
some
good.
people don't even get down with the fact that we're gonna have spiritual powers.
Every night.
Hey, throw in a tank is gonna be the least of his worries, man. Because he had a problem with us saying that we're gonna have spiritual powers. People can't even conceive that. You know, like we speak about like Hancock. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, it's like
Thank you so much.
Amen, guys.
Amen.
It's beyond the mortal mind. That's not what the Bible is. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm saying it's
Bye, guys.
That's right.
We love Jesus Christ.
That's what people say. It's beyond people's mind. It's beyond people's minds. Go ahead, bro. Go on.
I'll let them know you said that. I'll let them know you said that.
I'll tell them all.
Love everyone and God. No, that's not a quote from
It's
the Bible.
Isaiah 60 verse 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified.
Thank you so much.
A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. Right, so I say in the kingdom, man, our children are going to have children, man, and they're going to be blessed with more children. And we're going to be a massive nation, so vast, in fact, that we're going to be going to other
That was seven young women.
I know, but I know.
No, but that was 7 young women
To take hold of
one man.
Exactly.
Exactly. They weren't really being disrespectful like that. You know
No, they were still trying it, man. They was still trying it, man. But you know, they got now. I thought ignore them, innit? I thought ignore them, they'll go in it. So
You're gonna get them groupies.
yeah, I said they're gonna be in constant childbirthing. So
Yeah, that's it. Rightfully so.
7 women.
you know,
Hey, we're gonna have them harem like. That's what we're gonna have them cross man. You know?
He saw it. 7 women, he said. I said, yeah,
chill. But yeah, so yeah, we got a multitude of children.
Oh yeah.
You know, because we're gonna need like a nation. Right, because obviously 2/3 of our people, which is a large portion of people, of our people, by the way, still, they're gonna have to be brought back, right? And whereas the population is gonna be vastly reduced by that point because of the war, because of the persecution, the chariots, Yahweh Shai, right? You know, life's people gonna be there's gonna be a lot of people on the planet, so we're gonna bring forth children to raise it back up, man.
bro, we're gonna have fun. See, everything that you deal with in this society is gonna not be the norm in the next world. We're gonna have everything to our abundant will, man. We ain't never gonna be poor. We're gonna have fucking houses wherever palaces wherever we want in the world. Fucking the Lord said the Lord said when he comes back, he's gonna give us things beyond like the outer space realms, basically planets.
Many mansions.
Eyes ain't seen, bro. Let alone what we're gonna have on the earth. The scriptures tell you in Tobit, if you can get it, what the kingdom's gonna look like. The Lord said what Jerusalem itself will look like. So we're gonna get beyond the earth realm, bro. Like we're gonna get things new. And whenever the Lord jacked up, remember, even when the Lord, there's even on the earth, bro, there's stuff Esau hasn't discovered. There's lands on the earth that Esau ain't even inhabited.
Yeah.
Even the Amazon itself is not even, I think like 90% of it is not even, no one even, it's undiscovered.
Yeah, some lands are underwater, bro.
That's how vast the Amazon is. Oh yeah, can't. That's how vast the Amazon is. So think about it, man. The Lord, it's matter for the Lord to just make that space for you, man. Like,
and new lands can be created.
Yeah, new lands can.
Because even when the volcanoes erupt and stuff, when the lava cools down, it adds to the land that exists.
Yeah,
so lands what create.
He refreshes it too, man.
Yeah, so things can grow in size and all kinds of things.
Yeah,
you know, the possibilities is limitless, man. The Heavenly Father. That's why in the kingdom it's going to be a crazy ass thing that we can't really comprehend it all. You know, because there's so much of creation out there beyond this planet we're living on. We have the opportunity to explore these things. Because as a man, you can't do that. He's still trying to do that. He ain't getting nowhere. But as you know, like demigods, however you want to put it, as gods, right? We can go out there and view these things that the Most High created, man.
We're not gonna have it all, man. We're gonna have it all, bro. Like,
because he wouldn't be out there for no reason. Because we put the time and energy to create all this expanse of worlds and stuff like that. Bro, obviously we're gonna go see them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go.
Let's just take it.
That's it.
We're gonna have the sexiest women straight up. Everyone's gonna have thousands of sexy women. Who that you want, bro? Like real talk, bro. That's gonna be fun, man.
There's no lacking in the kingdom.
You know, like here, like the aspiration of society is what? You grow up, you know, like the shit you're taught. Grow up, get the picket fence house, get you a nice broad, one wife, and everything, which is the way of the world, which is the way of this system. But the way of the way of a person with unlimited resources is you unlimited, do what you want. It's right. Even on an earthly level, people with multi-billions do that. Yeah, you know,
this is the thing.
We got people like that out there.
We ought to be kings and priests, right? A king don't live in a 3-bedroom house. with one woman.
Palaces, bro.
You know what I mean? That's not how kings roll. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have many mansions, many places we can go, many women that you can be around and whatever. Children,
all the women of the different nations.
Yeah,
all that, bro.
You know, you're gonna have access to things that you didn't have access to before. And being like essentially gods upon earth, superstars of the planet, you're gonna have everything.
Not like this bullshit, man. This
You know what I
system.
mean? And you didn't have to set out to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Most High gonna reward all those that was loyal.
I bet it's probably true.
Kept their integrity. You know, that was faithful. You know?
Yeah. Colossians chapter 3 verse 1. If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, seek those things which are above, where Yahweh Shai sitteth on the right hand of the power Yahweh. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Yeah. That's right. And that's the kingdom of heaven. So the things above. And we got a sight of the kingdom because the Lord told us, He gave us a little bit of the vision of the kingdom, the Tobit.
Yeah.
You know, brothers have had different dreams and, you know, different visions of things. So, yeah, they told you that, man. Like,
well, this brother you know, he had the vision, you know, with
the kingdom.
The other half having
dreams,
walking in, you know, brothers have done the elders have done sit downs and, you know, showing you that's visions that are going to come true, man.
Yeah, bro.
But that's the foresight. That's what being a prophet is. Being a seer is all about, having that foresight. Yeah. Thinking about the future, man, and that's what we're pinning on. This is what we're doing this truth for. We're doing it for the reward of the kingdom, man. You know, everyone gonna receive that penny. The next world to come, which is gonna be a new heaven when it's righteousness, man.
That's right.
Not this filthy ass kingdom that we're in right now, man.
This ragtag kingdom, man.
Yeah. Well, so this earth's been defiled, man. You know, this is nowhere near its glory, and we have to bring it back to its glory. You know?
It's ragtag concrete. Sorry, brother. The kingdom of heaven's gonna be something else, bro. Beyond, we got a little vision of it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be, you know, the scriptures even the Lord give us an insight of it. But then on the other side, what did the Lord say? Your eyes haven't even seen, nor heard. But then He told us a little bit of how it's gonna be. But then it's still gonna be greater than that.
Yeah.
Forever.
It's something that's not going to let you down. You know, because you get perceptions of certain things and it's like, oh, but you when you get to it, it wasn't as good as you thought it was. That's not going to be the case.
That's what the apostle was saying recently about, you know, when we get into the kingdom, you're just going to be thinking back like, oh, I was a slave under Esau and all that, right? Catching hell under these devils, man. But they actually had us in slavery and all that. We're going to be looking back, and certain brothers going to be loathing themselves, and it tells in Ezekiel, you know.
The kingdom's going to exceed all expectations, man.
That's right.
You know, and brothers have wild ass thoughts, like, you know, and it's going to exceed all of that even still.
Even better than the original Adam.
Psalms 126 and 1. It says, when the Lord Yahweh turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord Yahweh have done great things for them.
So we can in that time we can actually be in mirth. You know what I'm saying? Right now this is fucked up. We have our small moments of little pleasures and stuff like that, but you don't really get to enjoy nothing here. In the kingdom you'll get to enjoy it all, man. You can laugh with a full heart, man, and just let it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the victory, man. You made it, right?
Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
You know?
Bro, and when you see everything in this society, when you deal with things on the fleshly world of this world, it's all bitter. You look at it all through bitter eyes, man, because of the way it's all tainted. It's all tainted. See, like in them, whenever you see like Esau and he shows you them old, like them Lord of the Rings and them, you know, them old movies, it will make it look mystical and that. We're gonna actually live like that for real. It's gonna be shit's gonna be like mystic shit, man. Real stuff, bro. Like breathtaking scenery. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like. I keep mentioning the women thing, but even the scriptures tell you there was women in the ancient world that were so gorgeous they stopped wars, man.
Judith.
Come on, you do that now in this modern system. Like you look at, you might see a nice looking woman, but it ain't like that. Smash traffic because she's so nice. That's what I'm saying. When they saw the beautiful women in the ancient world, they were so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they would stop battles, bro. You ain't gonna really see that now. Niggas will still kill each other.
Never see it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, now when you do see you got a gorgeous woman now, it's mainly out of just a quick lust. know what I'm saying? But in the kingdom,
clothes.
it's gonna be like
It's got bodies on it. You know what I mean?
yeah. But in the kingdom, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like the movies, but real life.
Gravesite.
Like you know, but it's gonna be all yours. You know, all that shit. Beauty, like that beauty, like that. You know, you don't see that now. You be walking. I mean, you're walking in a mall or something like, you know, this Western shit. Bitch has got some, I don't know, man. Go ahead, bro. They'll look nice, but it ain't gonna be like that movie shit, man. But we're gonna live like that for real. When we get them new bodies and we're in that new world, it's gonna be a new, fresh world, man. Not this fucking shit, man. It's polluted, and everything you see is polluted, bro. The people, everything, man. Go on, bro. The food. We're gonna the next world. We're gonna enjoy. Even just waking up is gonna be enjoyable. Looking at life will be enjoyable. Go on, bro. Sorry.
No more pain.
This is Matthew 19 and 27. The subheading is the disciples' reward. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Positions of power, man. Great seats. And it says, and every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake.
So it comes with a price, basically.
Right, sacrifice,
The goods that the Lord's gonna give, because He's gonna give us carnal goods. Yeah, it's about being spiritual, but we're gonna get a carnal reward too. It's part, like, you know, we're gonna get the physical reward, shall I say? The Lord ain't gonna always have us on this low level, man. Like even in the kingdom, when we get in the kingdom, to a certain level, we're gonna be proud against the other nations, just like they are with us. But we're gonna be tuned into that righteousness. So it ain't gonna be wicked pride. We're gonna be proud against the heathen, because we're gonna have everything over them.
We're gonna boast in the
We're gonna boast in the Lord over these nations, bro. Because they do it to us now, don't they? So we're gonna do it to them in a righteous world. But to get that, to get what the Lord's gonna.
What are the songs of Moses about? The fact that the Lord destroyed our enemies, man. So of course we're gonna boast.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord has done us great works, great salvation is to us, man. So of course we're gonna boast over the nations, man. It's not wicked, but it's the Lord's righteousness that did it.
And when He gives, and the Lord, the price we pay, you have to pay a price. The price can be your physical body, your flesh. You're fucked up, you're ill. Your arm don't work, your whatever, your price you pay. There's a price for it. Just like these wicked celebrities in Esau's world, they pay a price to get his shit. We have to pay a price to get the goods from Yahushua.
Make your bodies a living sacrifice.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service.
Right, because we're all servants. Right? We're here to serve our Lord, our Master, who is Yahweh Shai. You know? So we're here to follow His commandments in the way He told us to walk. Right? So that means not walking along with His world, but walking contrary to it. Right? Not trying to be a part of the world. Being separate from it. You know? And that's why we don't operate like most people do. You know? We're part of this world, but not at the same time. You know? We're spiritually disconnected from this place. You're saying?
Yeah. Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Right, so we're not invested in this world, man, because this world is about to be destroyed. So that'd be a foolish thing to do. Right? Trusting in Yahweh is trusting in something in the future, or something that you can't see. It's all to do with faith, right? Here is what we have, but here, when you really look at it properly, is dark. Right? It's tainted, it's corrupted, right? And it serves no good purpose to you. This place only destroys us. The scripture told you that too.
And
right,
we see. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
And we said about the place destroys us. And you know what? We're in the truth, and we can see. Even brothers can have different accounts of it. You see it with your own so-called family you grow up with, and you just see how destroyed people are. Man. Mentally gone, whether it's more time, more mentally, they're just through. They don't have the truth. They're dry bones, man. The world's full of dry bones, bro, and you see it right in front of you every day.
Because they've got no armor against the witchcraft. You know, we see through the spirit, we see certain witchcraft and we stand against it. You know, as we was commanded to do.
Quick precept on that point. If I may, Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength for salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yep.
You got the armor of the Lord.
That's right.
They don't fit. See, that's the. Sorry, what?
So I was just saying, you got like the armor of the Lord, like it talks in Hebrews 11 about all the different components, like the breastplate of salvation.
Ephesians 6.
Ephesians 6. It talks about the breastplate of salvation. It talks about the helmet. Basically the spiritual armor of the Lord that will help you.
Fight against,
that's right. That's right.
Fight against the dark.
Many of them.
It's funny because Lord, it says in Romans, they're not Jacob. They're not all Jacob that are of Jacob. But also all Israel's like sorry. Yeah, but it just reminds me of in Numbers where it says there's no enchantment that goes to Jacob. You know, that really shows you because these 2/3 of these wicked Israelites, they're all enchanted by this devil. That's why the Lord said, "You are of your father, the devil." They're gone the way of Satan, man. But then you have the people, the true Israelites of the Heavenly Father that believe in His word. They're what? In tune with His truth, and they're taking on the arm of the Most High. They have the shod with the belt, and all these different things to basically keep them through these times to come.
And hopefully there's nothing these heathens can do. These Edomites, these witches, and that kind of stuff. Right? There's nothing they can do to prevent Israel from receiving that what the Most High promised them.
That's it.
Right. So there is real, even though there's super people that are fucked up and they are hit by the wickedness of the witchcraft and shit. But only even that can't prevent them walking into the kingdom, or being in the kingdom. You know, because he still thinks he's got it unlocked. If he stops the Israelites, he can keep holding his kingdom. That's not going to work. You know.
I got that armor one. It says Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So we represent the balance of the way the opposite of the ruling class elites. They represent Satan. They worship the devil. They're the spiritual, physical counterpart of Satan on planet Earth, and we are the opposite of that. And that's when you really get into the word. The scriptures is the word of the Most High, and to be opposing the forces of darkness, you've got to be the ones breaking the scriptures down the right way. You've got to be the ones really in tune with the book, and that's us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, number one, a good thing is that we go into the name of the Lord in the Hebrew. A lot of people don't do that. They just read things and stuff. But we know that the foundation is the name, the names. And you had people, what does it matter if it's in the Hebrew or not and stuff like that. But the fact is that you're not actually calling on the name then. You're actually calling on the made up name. That's basically what you're doing. It's just as simple as that. Because if someone did that with you, the principle stands the same. If you got a birth name, right, and then later on, about 200 years later, they started calling you some other name. Well, that's not facts. That's not what was happening. Back when you was on the scene, you weren't getting called that. So how the fuck can people call you that now? Acting like that's what you was getting. You weren't getting called that.
Why would you answer?
Right. That ain't you. You weren't getting called. That's what we're telling you. They weren't calling it fucking Jesus Christ. That's right. Okay, that's not what they were saying. That's made up. That's not what they were saying. You guys are saying that, but that's not what they were saying back then.
That's somebody else.
Right, somebody that just got made up somewhere. That's got nothing to do with it.
What you doing, man? What you going
to do? Nowhere, just stop getting there, man. Just say, okay.
That's got nothing to do. Right.
Jesus Christ. And that's even the girls earlier said Jesus Christ. Everyone knows that.
And that name was meant to make mockery of the Lord. The name actually means earth pig. That's basically taking the mickey out of the Lord. and then the pig of the earth.
So the scriptures clearly tells you that there's power in uttering in the Hebrew. And the translators knew that, the people that were right there knew that.
Yep.
That's why they put it in there.
Got more force.
You know what I'm saying?
The word the Heavenly Father spoke was in Hebrew.
You said what?
The word the Heavenly Father spoke, being Yahweh Shai, was in Hebrew. So that's the tongue of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
He didn't speak English.
So in the Tower of Babel, the languages were confused.
That's it.
So different tongues represents confusion then. You know what I'm saying? That's what it represents then.
Yeah.
So when you're coming out with English, mate, speak English.
Come on,
That's
Babylon.
confusion. It's English, When you check out a lot of them older languages, Romance languages and all that, Latin and all that, right? Which you got Spanish, Portuguese and all these French, they'll come out from Latin, right? And then guess what? When you use them languages, you don't have to say as much words to mean a point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can have a word and just change the end, like just the tense of it or whatever you would use, whatever the verb, whatever.
Like a prefix or something.
Right. But you use one word, but in English you gotta say a lot of stuff. Right, yeah, because you know what it is, right? So yeah, because you haven't even got to the point yet.
Babbling.
Babbling, basically, exactly. Fucking babbling, man.
Like the Tower of Babel.
Right. So y'all ain't, that's what, and then use like, if you can't get what we're saying and it's too deep for you guys, it's like, oh, you know, because you're simple. You're simple-minded. Because you don't think. That's why you get caught up in Heaven's Gate cult and all that. You talk about cults. Y'all get caught up in, we think, y'all don't think. That's why y'all get caught up in that. When you had that dude, you had Jim Jones.
Yeah.
And he made them fucking pack suicide and that. It was black women that did that.
Yeah, Eve, man.
Right, was he with the Caribbean?
Yeah.
And he had that.
Eve got murked off,
kind
man.
of like Elvis and shit, and he had that swag, with the glasses, all the shades.
Guyana, isn't it?
You know? And he's like, yeah, man, come on. You know, but women.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the agent, man. Yeah. Put it in Kool-Aid. Murked him off, man.
And this is Micah chapter 4 verse 5. It says, for all people will walk everyone in the name of his God, and we will walk in the name of the Lord our power forever and ever. So the name is very important to us, man. It's important in general, but you can do what you want to do. You can believe and speak whatever name you want to speak, man. Just know that they're idols. These other names that you speak, but we're gonna trust in the name of the Lord, right? Got one other here from Zechariah chapter 14 verse 9. And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord, and his name one. Alright, so he hasn't got a multitude of names. Like brother says, it's confusion. They always say it's confusion, man. I didn't think about that before, but
I don't know, it just came to me.
Yeah. I didn't think about that before, but it's right, it's confusion. It's complete confusion, man. All these different names for one person. Why?
Yeah.
When the Lord gave Moses his name.
Yeah, why? Yeah.
His name is one single name. He gave him his name, and we have the name of the Son. Why do we need any other names? Hebrew's too hard to learn. It's the words, man. The sounds. Just say the sound. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be proficient in Hebrew to be able to say the sound or say the name. It's quite easy, really. Yeah, but you're making things hard for no reason.
Making it hard, and you see the sounds of vibrations, words.
That's right. That's why the force and the power that you mentioned before, is different in different languages.
You're not taught that in this system in Babylon, but at the same time, it still uses the same principle. That when you come in a fucking office, you got to come with a certain time, say correct. Like, you know what I mean? They want you to say the same thing. You can't ask it.
Say it right.
Man, so we're going to file the paperwork. You can't come like that. You got be right. So you got
like Tyrone is wilding out. We need to get Tyrone. Security's gonna pop up.
Aggressive Negro.
Reset. This is Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 9. For them will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to serve him with one consent.
Yeah, people trying to scoff at that, but it still are. But you know what? Like we said, we ain't worried about that, because the truth is that it's obvious that the name of the Lord, the Lord's got an ancient name, Yahweh, right, in the Hebrew. And a lot of people that have got faith, just based off what's going on in the world, they just have faith and they believe. They're like, you know what, bro, we need a righteous protection against this shit. There's so much shit going on. Oh, well, where's that righteous vibration? We need that. They ain't got time to be scoffing and worrying about some bullshit and just making and just scoffing. Why would you attack the truth? You know what I'm saying? Why would you go out your way to attack the truth, man? That's crazy. Right.
They're getting paid, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're getting paid.
Real life. Social. Good bucks, isn't it? They're getting paid fucking Illuminati.
Altered.
Well, they said that
you
about...
got a shirt and you got to get it, you know, you bought the shirt but it didn't fit right. You got to go to a tailor. You know what I'm saying? To get that, you know, getting altered up.
Getting fitted.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, I don't know how he's going to do with the stitching. You get some stitching. Oh no.
You got to add fabric to it, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's like adding things to it. You can't add to it, you can't add to this thing. You can't add to it though. You know? That's what these men try and do.
Preacher? This is Acts chapter 26, verse 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And I said, Who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahushai, whom thou persecutest.
Right, did you read the part where you read it yet?
Yeah, we said it in, I'll read it again. Acts 26 and 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue.
Well, there you go, there's the point.
He's straight cut.
So what was all that about then? No, it doesn't matter because God knows that heart. Alright. Alright, cool, man. You know what? But that, see how you gonna, you know what, if someone comes with that, what you know, cool, man.
That's it, innit?
But that's it, because you can say that about anything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now you can start applying that, and that's what they do. That's what y'all fucking do, man. Y'all plantation Christians and all you motherfuckers out there, that's what you do. That's a worldly philosophy. Do as thou wilt, you know, because, you know, only God can judge it, and, you know, God knows right.
I'm just going to kill someone, then be like, no, God knows my heart. Like, and then it's like, okay, now let him out the court, he's free. Give me a break, man.
Yeah, be like, oh my God, I never thought about that one. Uncuff the man.
That's what they're doing. And everything that they're doing, like eating shrimp, you know, living or whatever, however they're living. But you got crimes that are punishable by state, and you got biblical crimes that are not punishable by state. And obviously, if you kill someone, like, you get your ass locked up for life. And you basically got to be a slave to Esau. He doesn't put you out, which the Bible actually says you put that person out, unless they hit a refuge city and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There was a refuge, right? There's, you know, there was a refuge cities and that. It's like the Wild West and shit. But then you got like cities where someone could neutral ground up. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Then you got like you get some representatives, you get represented and shit. You know. Oh, but yeah. So, but in this crime, Esau that of the scriptures that won't get justice for.
Sirach 3 and 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion. And yeah, that's really what, you know, that, oh, God knows my heart. That's you just justifying whatever your action is in your own mind. You're just looking at like, well, you know, I did X, Y, Z. Because that's the thing is, you go to these Christians, you bring up the scriptures, and you say like, okay, well, you know, when was the law disannulled? But then they don't have a justification.
And you know, like the funny thing is, we can actually say, like, you know, brothers might do something, hey, man, the Lord knows your heart. We say stuff like that, but you know what? The scripture says the spiritual man judgeth all things, but you outsiders can't judge up the spiritual man. If the Lord's with us, we can actually judge. We're actually judges, man. So we can actually do that. You know, hey, the Lord knows your heart and stuff. We don't use it like the way the mentality of the Christians though. They'll just say it for anything.
We're keeping the laws.
Yeah, we're keeping the law.
We're in the same bracket.
No.
They're not even. They're just anything. That's their philosophy.
That's their philosophy.
They don't even live by keeping the laws of the Most High. They live by exactly. The demon time is what I'm. God bless.
Yeah.
It's like, right. That's what we. And that's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
You're talking about if you're keeping the laws to the best of your ability, you slip up on things here and there. But we're in the flesh. But we're actually practicing the Lord. That's where it's applied, really.
Yeah, that's true. Because I was thinking about
it's
something
completely different because
the Lord knows your heart.
the scripture says a righteous man falleth 7 times.
Yeah.
But that's because he's trying.
Yeah, that's true.
These motherfuckers ain't trying, man.
They're not doing nothing.
What are they doing? That's what I'm saying. You pull them up on something, yeah, but you can't judge that. So, you know what I mean? What do you mean?
No bounds, man.
Right. Anything
goes.
You know what I'm saying?
This is fucked up, man.
What is, yeah?
No bounds.
What do you mean I can't eat shrimp?
Yeah.
Shrimp.
You're not God. So they're demons because they basically say that the Most High has got no boundaries. That's crazy, man. But that's why y'all gonna get destroyed. That's why World War III is gonna kick off. And y'all gonna be wondering why. Y'all gonna be what messed up in the head. Yeah.
This is John chapter 4 verse 24. Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Spirit and in truth. You got the wicked on the left hand side, the wicked elite, they've got their things that they do and stuff like that. But when you come into the truth, there's stuff that you've got to do. You know what I'm saying? You grow your beard, you keep the Sabbath days, you just do stuff that you got to do, righteous stuff. Right now we got the Christmas coming up, which you know it's a pagan festival, and pretty much everybody in the country is going to keep the thing. So we're surrounded by it, we're in a pagan country. And that's just what it is. You might have family, you're going to have family, your family members, your missus might be into it. It is what it is, but guess what? You know, that just shows you where we're at. You know?
I want a quick one to back up that what we just read. John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Yep. Yeah, but you know when you go into that word quickeneth in the Greek is zupoeo, I believe, and it means to basically to bear living. You know, to be alive.
Is it spew days or something like that?
No?
Spew days or something like that.
What, quickeneth?
Yeah, spew days or something like that. Like speed, isn't it?
You're saying on the word you said.
On the word.
Yeah. What is it?
Word zupoeo.
I think
I believe so. Yeah, to make alive. Let me see about
Yeah, zupeo.
Yeah, zupoeo. It means to make alive. And that's why the scripture says the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You got people, well, I'm just living. But really, what you living, what you invested in. You know what I'm saying? So they want to eat the pork, they want to eat the shrimp, and they're just living, right? They do it without willing, but really they're pushing the vibration of death.
That's
so
how you know that's how you know that this the Matrix shit's real.
Yeah.
Because you got the geezer, the architect behind the scene. That's the Most High. Everybody's like, the scripture says adding sin to sin. They're actually being tallied up. You can't see. If you could see the spiritual realm, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're not trying to get tallied up in the wrong way. Well, actually, get your ass tallied up, because that's what's going on. But they can't see that, so they think so. Basically, in the flesh, they're winning. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Somebody did something like that. I don't want to do it before I find them. I don't remember who it is. Who did that? Oh, did he? It was him. Remember the table?
Oh yeah, I can do anything I want. Oh, it's on the phone call, isn't it? Yeah. Anything I want, I get. That's a whole spirit.
I'm a savage and all that.
Yeah, I'm a savage.
It was just on a point of a spiritual realm. Ezekiel 9.
A lot of people in jail right now, man. A lot of like celebrities.
Yeah.
They're spending the day in jail. That's crazy, man. A lot of them.
Tory Lanez, P Diddy,
loads of them.
Jay-Z's about to go there. R. Kelly. Bill Cosby was up in there. He just come out.
There's loads of them cats. Loads of them cats.
They're just chucking them all in there.
This is Ezekiel 9 and 2. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the high gate which lieth towards the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of Yahweh God of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was, to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man with the linen, he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
So this is what happens in real life, in real time. That you've actually, the angels can see who's of the elect, who's not, because their job is to protect the elect ones. And even as demons, they'll get assigned tasks. Okay, they can see people for who they are, like prophets and that, or whatever. Let's not even go that deep. Let's just say they can see that you're a man of the world, yeah. So they can say, okay, this is that person. So their job will be a demon. Well, okay, the most I might put a bet on your life, yeah, like you did with Job. Right? That's in Job. It might be you do good, you know what I'm saying? You might the house, car, you know what I'm saying? The kids, nucleus family, you know what I'm saying? 3 kids. I don't know what's the ideal. 2, 3
family. 2 kids and
2 to 3 kids.
Yeah.
The Labrador.
Labrador is crazy.
You know they have that specific dog, innit?
That's crazy.
The Andrex dog.
That's crazy.
Man, what was that program on BBC? 2.5 children.
That's what I was thinking about, I was thinking, who knows about that though?
2.5 children.
That's an old school, that's a throwback, innit? That's like a 90s show, innit?
Right, so 2.5 children. And then the Most High can send them spirits. And just one day, just goes all wrong, just one day. You know what I'm saying? So now, your face got kicking. Because we're in the times anyway where things are going to happen. You can evidently see they're gonna do. I did a video the other day because I seen something to do with it was on like CBN, and it was about Britain being a police state, and they were talking about George Orwell's and that, because there's a term called I did the video and I can't remember. There's a term and that, but it's in George Orwell's, but they apply it for England. It's not the Big Brother one. There's another term. What the fuck is that term, man?
Police state.
Nah, bro. It's like I should know this, man. Anyway, this term and that, that they're using, basically. It's not that one. It's well, basically, what's going on in the UK anyway is that what they're doing here is totalitarian. But basically, they're saying they're pushing that away. Thought crime. Thought crime.
Minority Report.
No, that was in George Orwell's
Minority Report as well.
Right. So why is it in that book and then it actually happening? So they had predictive programming, meaning that it weren't a mistake. It was something that they planned. You know what I'm saying? They planned that. So now what they're saying is that, and a lot of it's set up with some military geezer. What he did is, there's a zones outside of abortion clinics where you're not allowed to say stuff. He goes to that zone. Right, it's this military geezer, and then gets done for a thought crime. Why would you do that? But then he was praying.
Yeah,
he was praying that the babies get saved. So now that's a crime. So you see now, praying the Bible. He's praying outside of an abortion clinic. Because what they're going to do with that zone, it's like in London they got the zones. In Oxfordshire they wanted zones. Remember they wanted the 15-minute cities. You see all this zone stuff. Zone 1, 2, Zone 3. You know what I'm saying? That's new with all this shit. Zone 6. Right, so them zones, that's like the ULEZ, it was in a certain part. Then the next year, everywhere. Yeah. You get me? You're like, what? You know what I'm saying? You're holding the steering wheel, you go, you know what I'm saying?
Your car's obsolete, you're fucking just like, fine.
So that's what they're going to do with that thought crime. Right now, it's just outside of certain places. They got like a zone where you can't go. So they're going to, the whole country's going to become, well, let's say major parts in major cities. They're going to have, it's going to become everywhere, just like New does. Well, you can't do that.
Every side road.
So if you're saying certain things, you're in that zone. What you say, no, it's a crime.
Yeah, man. There was a debate in Ireland as well. Thought crimes, how dangerous burst into someone's house. They might have content on their phone watching. You don't necessarily mean they agree with what they were watching at the time. But they can still get it. That's what they were saying. This is after the police list.
That's fucked up. But someone sent you a link and then just like,
that's
bust in.
But you know what? That remember the scripture talks about in Revelations, man, about well the whole mark of the beast thing's a test. You know, so the scripture talks about that test, right? So there's gonna be a decision. You're gonna have the people that are gonna be like, no, I'm obeying. Well, then don't they show you that obey? That big word, it says obey in the posters and that. That's what it is. So a lot of people, they're not gonna want to even watch certain things on that phone, right? So when their door gets busted, they're abiding. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're in line. That's how it's gonna get. And you're gonna take that mark of the beast, or you're not gonna take that gym. A lot of people, they're not even gonna no religious content or nothing like that.
You know what's so funny about that? They got that on Instagram, where you get restricted Instagram, or you get like you take off the restrictions. So the restriction obviously means the algorithm is giving you what you want. But if you take the restricted, you're open to seeing something that you'd be like, I don't even agree with that. But it's just, well, you agreed because you turn off the restriction. There's so many ways they can get you on that shit.
Instagram is crazy. I'm just using, the Americans, they got them slangs.
No, that's good.
They got them better slangs out there.
They do
That's crazy.
People that comment on certain things, they come and knock on their doors, man. Twitter and all that. Comment on shit, they come knock on your door. Some people have been on these, and even when you see them things on that Twitter, you see crazy ass shit, and you see people commenting. I always think to myself, imagine you put a comment on there, they see all of that. They'll come knocking on your door,
They'll
man.
want to do that. So if you get investigated for something, they can do that. Well, why was you on there? What was you doing on there? And you just was literally just
browsing,
analyzing for yourself.
You watched it 5 times. Why did you watch it 5 times?
That's true, man. That's crazy. 5 times is crazy.
It's funny, you know what? Because I was looking at like the machines in it. You know what I mean by the wax and all that. And I was just curious to like. I was curious about what the difference, because we don't live in a country where that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get at it, and then I'm like,
then it gets start popping up on my feed. I have to delete
Yeah,
everything.
that happened to me too.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to understand it, but then I'm like, fucking hell, you're gonna say that I'm trying to.
But when people get locked up for shit,
they
all of a sudden they got his browsing history.
It's like, oh, they search how to dissolve the body, how to do it, like whatever. Yeah. And you know where I got.
No, you can type in how to do certain, but that don't mean you want to do
Exactly.
it.
Curious.
That's
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's in your search bar.
How can that be a crime?
Exactly. It's like, I was gonna add because I remember, you know, that Hollywood thing where there's like a gunfire or whatever, and people hide behind cars.
Yeah.
And I remember, does that really work? And you know, you watch one video just to edify yourself, right? And then now that's all I was seeing. I had to just, like your brother was saying, I had to delete every video each time it came up on the feed. I was like, I am not interested in this content.
No one used to ask that question. Do you like this video?
Because you know what it was?
Hey, this was American news talking on UK and UK.
You know what's wild? Because I saw like it was one of the drill guys. I forgot his name. Not Bostop. It's another guy, and he basically said he could shoot someone with like volley shots from 70 yards away. Like he said
Bostrell.
Bostrell. So you know, yeah. They're saying he was a top shooter. So I was like, you know, when you're in awe, like, what the fuck,
We're
man,
talking
shooting
about that Dominican J.
I think he might be. He looks like
and
he
he's
has
always
braids.
taking them shots.
Nah.
Do you know there's a J, but he's in New York.
Nah,
But
this guy's
like
Chicago.
Dominican.
He's like the
And
GD.
he's like, he does, okay, GD.
Okay, yeah, he got killed. But he's holding a certain gun, and then it reminded me of like, oh, the Glocks weren't a thing. Because when I was young,
Gadite geezer, Oxford Street.
Yeah.
GD. He was a straight out Gadite, man.
Yeah,
the braids. The braids and that, you know.
And he was dark skinned as well.
Right.
He wasn't the ones that shot the movie. Yeah. Jake.
When we told him that America's going to get destroyed, he got what? Because that's their right. When we tell him to Israelite, fuck with that. But then all of a sudden, man, he's just throwing up sex. Throwing up sex, man.
But it was funny because it was like the strap, the one he had. It was like, you know, when you remember like that was the standard, and then the Glock guns come into play now, and now it don't look the same. So I was just curious. I was like, when I was just looking on the history of like sidearms and all this kind of stuff, and then you're delving into a hole, and then you're looking at they're saying that original, and it's just so much information. But then it's like now they'll come and look at your fucking. This is it. But then they'll come and say, oh, but you wanna.
First of all, World War III and all that, it's all about warfare. That's it. And right, and we prophesy that, and right now we know that warfare is going to become the digital drones. They're using them now in war, drones and shit. So like boots on the ground, they really don't need it. Technically, machines.
That's just for regional conflict.
It's like they're still using them. Then you got the thing where the soldiers get chipped to use certain advanced weapons and shit.
Yeah, they was talking about that.
Soldiers and that, the super soldiers program, which is real.
Exoskeletons.
Right, that's why they keep showing you that all of them, in a lot of these games, got it in Metal Gear, but they also got it in, who's that other one that I've seen? They got it in Cyberpunk. They got that in there. You know, where you get that exoskeleton and that. Max X. Got all of that in there.
That shit was gritty, man.
They used to even have it in. I don't remember that. Yeah, that was solid. Because we went to the Bilderberg group and all of that.
What game is that?
I
think I heard it. What was it on? It was like PC and
y'all remember Headhunter?
I remember that. I heard of that.
Old school, Wall School. They had it in that.
Yeah, he used to have it.
Because you had to get to use a certain weapon. You had to be chipped. That chip lined up with that weapon.
I was actually talking about that a couple years ago.
That's crazy.
That's what we were saying earlier. You know, they put it in there before, and then suddenly it's happening now in real life.
Yeah.
precept. Yeah, this is about the fourth, the fourth crime. This is Isaiah 59 and 15. It says, yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. So here it is, we teaching the word of the Lord, we're departing from evil, disassociating ourselves with his kingdom. And then guess what? You become a prey. That's why the scripture say, Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Because they're going to paint us out to be the worst thing ever. Just like they did with this bug out, that took out his 4-year-old or whatever, Yeah. They're going to paint us out to be the worst thing ever, man.
Yeah.
So you.
I was gonna man,
Yeah, I know. I can imagine.
Thinking about that, dude.
But the thing that kind of
that ain't what we. That's us. He went off. He went off. That's his fault. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with being. He did that.
Yeah.
So he. You know what I mean?
It was, because it's like with Esau's established, you can have rogue elements, right? But in this thing, if one person's off, the whole thing's off. It's like, nah, you have rogue elements.
Yeah. That proves that he's against his truth. That was the point. The thought. That's how we started this point, right? They're trying to get us off the streets. So if one Hebrew is like, oh, see them, look what they are. That's demonic. That's demonic. Because exactly. You've got all types. If a soldier goes in the mad and starts killing people,
They went
A1. But if someone, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But that proves they want us off these streets. And then what they'll do is MK Ultra some bug outs. They'll get a black guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where, I don't know where you grow up from, where you came from. These niggas is like they come out of labs.
They clone Tyrone, man.
With the machine braiding his hair.
Getting
out of nowhere.
Getting some twists from a robot.
Like that new report guy, I always remember the first reports. They were like, no one knew. Apparently, he lived in this yard, and all of the neighbors saw it. It's like, wait, so did he live there or did he not live?
And then after he popped up on a show. Doctor Who.
It was a fucking sketch.
Sketch.
We might
not even be there.
With him like that cover, there wasn't even a picture of him.
And
we know they're just MK Ultra fucking bots, man.
So somehow he's on Doctor Who.
Even remember in 2013-12 they had that Drummer Lee Rigby thing. That was an MK Ultra, man. And even there was a whole breakdown of that. It was all them dudes were like MK Ultra, man. But they had them look like they had them kind of look like brothers, man.
Because why wasn't he?
No, like you, but you know what I mean? They gave them that jangle look.
I know what you're saying. Because why wasn't he taken out? There it is, he just committed that crime. And
they got it wrong.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of them that killing them soldiers look like drillers. To be fair. They always give them a little beard that way. But they look like drillers and that.
Like a rough look.
Well, they keep going on about that thing. We see all of that. This is how they get people.
One of them died, didn't it? One of them died in prison.
Like, Tommy Robinson. Well, that's not even his real name.
Stephen Laxley Leonard.
That works for the small hats. That's been before you guys, all you guys now that the borders, we've known about this geezer for years. What he's going on, like you people now, post-COVID people that are talking about all this, all of it, right? We've known about this geezer.
When he was going to Italy and punching man up and getting arrested, like what's going on?
Exactly.
Bro, when he did this one, man, he was in fucking, he was
all of a sudden it's so big. Post-COVID, that's what it is. All right. And the agendas that they're trying to use. How do you get paid?
There's pictures of him with small hats. They're fucking temples, man. With the yarmulkes on.
And video.
And he openly supports them. So he's one of their agents.
There was this one, I don't know, she's a Cockney woman, white J woman, she's a Edomite, but she's probably a J. And she kind of like, she's on that, she was Britain first. You got Britain first. She split up from my man.
Oh, I know the one.
You know, so
Stacey something and and all that.
But she's set up too, man.
Yeah, she's definitely set up.
So you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
And she plays on that whole white Christian woman and all that. And like she gets on the, you know, the
that's set up,
covered
man.
up people.
If you go around the country, so-called white people, and they don't believe in God.
No, they're not
They're not Christians. They're not on that. They're not on that.
And they'll walk around. Right. They'll walk around.
Unless they're Irish or something.
Yeah.
You know, because that's rooting eggs.
Yeah. It's funny. So I was gonna say, because I spoke to my pops and he was telling me like in the 80s when he come over here, said Sunday shop barely anything open. It's like the blue laws. You couldn't, like Saturday you gotta buy everything you want. But come Sunday, no shops open. That's because they honoured the quote-unquote Sabbath, you know, the Sunday.
Right.
But that shows you how, like,
gone this shit.
Yeah, this shit, Sunday, what? It's open like normal, man.
Rest.
Innit? Double pay if you work on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, let's read a verse. Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointing. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night.
So you're in a spiritual battle, you gotta understand that. We know that being in this truth. But when you come in the truth, you gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? There's a spiritual warfare going on. They got the agents there. Israelites to this, black Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? So it's got to be the black Hebrew Israelites, man. Which is, we don't even teach that ourselves. How you gonna call us that we don't even teach? Yeah. But you're pushing that we don't teach that. We curse that out. Yeah. So you're a liar, and now you're a devil and you're a liar. Accusers of the brethren, these black Hebrews. What the fuck are you talking about, man? It's true. What are you going on about? So, you know, come on, man, this is crazy. We know that everyone's different shades of brown. End of. What he's talking about.
And you know what? There's Israelite groups that help to push that narrative, man. You know they're about that black shit. Like, they push that narrative still, man. You know, there's groups out there. They don't, you know, black this, black that, and all that. That's death, man.
People went by their tribes, nations.
Yep.
Obviously, people with different skin tones, but the skin tones is from dark brown to lighter brown. Like we say, you got people from India, and East Indians, and Pakistanis. They're darker than us.
Sri Lankans and all that.
Seen them before.
They're dark as hell, man.
Israelites among them too.
Yeah, you got Israelites in there. You even had dark mode, but Chinese, they used to be a lot of them with dark. You see the pictures, a lot of them are dark as hell. You know what I'm saying? You've got certain tribes of them dark.
Certain like places. Cambodians and Thai people, they're like, you get a lot of dark Cambodians and Thais.
Yeah.
Right.
You get a lot of dark, man.
Get it right, man.
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Saying if you're going to talk,
Taiwan.
Y'all don't know what, see, but this is how we're not accused of the brethren, man. This is an attack. And it's gonna, we're in the UK, right? So we're in England, yeah. There's cameras everywhere. Most watched place, thought crimes and all this going on. There's a lot going on right now. So that's why brothers are going to be spiritual, be vigilant, and watch what's going on here. Remember, we're always in a fight because there's a lot going on. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to keep them all with 225, Trump, and all this, whatever's going to happen in the UK, right?
Elon,
and, you know, they're going to tighten. That's what it's all about. They're going to squeeze it. They're going to tighten it, man. They're going to basically make it illegal to teach on the streets. So we know that. So that's why it's doing the videos is the time now. Because very soon, man. It could be next year. You're not allowed to do videos.
Yeah. A couple of videos, you just get police banging on the door.
Right. Right, because they ain't gonna because we're in the UK, so they ain't gonna say it in French. You're not gonna say that. What was that? Posted. What was he post?
Is that your account?
Yeah.
Right, then just grab your laptop.
Yeah.
Basically, you're getting rent.
That's it.
That's
That's
you.
it.
Right, they're seizing your objects, you just stand there helpless.
Yeah.
Man got you just on the wall. First time against the wall, man with your laptop, like, oh, what's
Yeah,
this?
why are you against
Might ask you for your login. What's your
Say,
login?
yes, you
password,
log in,
mate?
what's your password?
Yeah.
You gonna tell us? Or...
Oh, you already logged in.
Yes.
The cookies, everything.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
But they still asking, man. What's that?
Yeah.
Just to see if you.
Yeah. Are you resisting?
That's how they go, isn't it? That's nice. Oh, man. They go through your shit, man.
Because, well, that's the devil shall come down with great wrath. Them police are part of the matrix, man.
Oh, yeah.
Them soldiers, the police, the FBI,
Exact.
these guys are sold out. It's been there that whole day. It's been there for a minute, 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah, Illuminati, man.
Yeah. The Illuminati. The Illuminati.
Precept.
They're so fucking robotic, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're just fucking henchmen, man. It's like the police are like,
The demons,
yeah,
man.
yeah. There's no reason.
They're all about 10 of them in the riot van, bombing up, burning up.
Yeah,
You know what I
bro.
mean? And them fucking
crash
boots and
out.
Dr. Martin or whatever boots they got on. Shooting boots. Right, you know what I'm saying? They get in your house, they're sniffing it out like rats. Ah, get down! The one's already in your fucking fridge.
Yeah.
That one's in
Yeah, they'll trash your yard, and then like when they're gone, you just now have to put everything back up to like, because I happened to what you call it, my nan's house when I was growing up. They came, sat, me and my brother down there as they just going through the entire yard, like making a mess, and then after they've gone, you just now got to clean it up, like on your sorry self, like.
Man, smash
Whoa.
that front door, like.
Yeah, bro.
Caked it in, fam.
The hinges are off the front door.
Off the hinges, like.
It's just like, you're just there trying to sit.
You're like, bro, if you give me 2 minutes, I'll open the door, man. Like,
anyone can walk in, like,
yeah. They come a week and give a board that. Yeah, I'll put some chip board, like.
This is Matthew 24, verse 9 to 12. It says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity
Just
shall..."
you're even gonna get what was that? The neighborhood watch. And then you get like stuff like that, like in the lockdown, Mad 2020. They had all that. Like if you perceive someone, you know,
hasn't got it.
right? Yeah,
so that was demonic, bro. People bugging out.
Yeah.
Right, there's a party.
I've seen 5 people go inside the house.
They're congregating.
Well, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? They've got rivals. You know what I'm saying?
This is exactly how it's gonna be. Yeah. That house.
The Bible.
Yeah. I mean, it comes quote, so how many? How many? It's a lot of people. And he's getting consoled. He feels like I'm more relaxed now. He's more back.
Take a drag.
They were like,
That's what's gonna happen. You got the concentration camps. We're talking about that New World Order shit. And y'all thought Trump was gonna be the savior. Dr. J. Doom, and fucking Elon Musk. They're bringing in technological New World Order. How about that? Y'all have been betrayed, man. You know what we say that? Brother Lynch had a song called "You Betrayed."
That's right.
That's a good track.
And it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
What was that?
Verse 12.
Shall abound.
I'll read it again. Verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
It even tells you in the Apocrypha that people are going to be spoiling each other's houses. When it gets really cutthroat, like the movie The Road.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all in UK, you know, about that from. You know what I'm saying? That cat, man. Anyway, a lot of yous in the UK and that, yeah. These are going to just be getting. A lot of people come over here, brothers from the States, and say, this place looks like it's ready for the chip. I'm just going to tell you that.
Yep.
The brothers said that. And obviously it depends on where you're at, what state you're at, and what area you're at and all that. But at the same time, the UK has got that neighborhood watch spirit.
Yeah,
They always show you that in the movies.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They always show you that. You know, the children of men's a good one. That's why you're gonna have to go off that grid.
Yep.
Go, you know what I'm saying? Go because there's always gonna be zones where it's more wild, but there's gonna be like less food, people ravaging. It's like the death zones. Anytime if you get caught out there by them troops, they're in their minds kill anybody that's out in them zones. Basically.
So when they're going away. Right. It's like, you know, let some Jake just come up and be like, it was just weak, you man.
Right.
Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
There you go, man. So pretty much, we're coming in some testing times and that way, you know, brothers might get, but there's going to be deliverance, man. You've had brothers that have had dreams. You've had people that are not even in camp. The one cat, you know, he had a dream that brothers' heads got put in guillotines, right? This was his powerful dream. We're going to go into the whole dream. But like, it was at that point where brothers, you know, it's all apocalyptic out there. Brothers were driving and ended up getting a concentration camp with troops. Get that fucking car. So then anyway, they ended up in the guillotines, man. And I guess what happened? The guillotines, when the head was in the guillotine, everything turned to gold. Wow. The guillotine just turned to gold.
Wow.
So everything around brothers was gold.
Wow, that's deep. It's deep, man. That's heavy.
So there's going to be deliverance as well. So how about that? We're actually in the time of deliverance. That's why the UFOs are a big talk right now. All the spooky stuff is happening. And you notice, from what I notice anyway, bro, YouTube and all this has become so AI robotic.
Bro.
You don't know what it got, bro.
You can't even find
stuff. It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
It's crazy, man.
You
like,
can't find that.
It's like, you scroll a video, they've got AI people, then they've got this one thing where they got two people together. It was a still picture, but then it was showing them kissing, or it's a man and woman, and they do it with famous people.
Yeah.
Like, you're just scrolling, and you're like, what the fuck's this?
Or you might see a video, you click on fucking documentary and it's a robot talking.
Yeah.
You've seen them on
Yeah.
1983.
Yeah. And it's that same voice, so that that same voice, like
TikTok voice.
That thing made it like.
So things are getting more spooky and spiritual, but on the left hand, it's getting more AI robotic.
Yeah.
It's crazy going on YouTube, man.
I was gonna say, even in like what was it, Metal Gear Solid 2, which is like 2001 when it came out, they had a like monologue at the end where they were talking about how with AI developing, they're gonna end up with like most content just being like garbage, just produced through AI, just to kind of fill space. And then now it's like, since they brought that in, you see it happening more and more. So I remember there was a video that came out talking about it and then saying how now AI, you're seeing it. That was like the whole concept around that. Even with the end of that game, it was meant to be the Twin Towers were meant to get taken out, but then it happened, and they already had it in the game. They had to take it out and change the ending. It was meant to be like it crashed into the Twin Towers. So there's a lot of things in that game, but that's the thing. It's all these things, like we're saying, they mentioned it before, then it comes to pass. And that's like, and even with the AI stuff as well, the younger generations is more frying their brains.
Yeah.
Because they just kind of get normalized to all that.
Yeah.
It's like at least when we grew up, it was like you know, you go out, you might read a book, you might watch a movie on TV or whatever. You play ball, they play chess, checkers, whatever.
Kirby.
Yeah. But then
Play
now they
Kirby.
just. Which one?
Kirby.
Yeah.
I heard of that.
Little pink.
Nah, bro.
It's a game, innit?
Yeah, I think it's one of the problems.
Was that knock on houses and
What?
knock down ginger, isn't it?
What? What, the one with the coins?
Not that. You get the.
What, the one with the coins in it?
You get the ball and that. Yeah.
Oh,
You throw it on the next man's
curb, yeah. Yeah. I used to play with football. We used to play with football sometimes.
I
Yeah.
probably played it once. I didn't
We used to play with football.
That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have to get me the shit.
Variations, yeah.
Everyone wants to talk about penny. Yeah. Everyone acts like they're in the Bronx. A cup of Henny that's split in their mouth. I like y'all have it like that.
Yeah, but the one you mentioned, yeah, curb, yeah. To play with football.
How much hit the guy's curb?
Yeah.
You miss. You get me?
Yeah.
I think you get eliminated in the next person.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, the AI now, that's why they're flooding it now, because that new generation, that's actually gonna be what's normal to them. You can see
and
that.
they're called Gen Alpha as well.
Yeah, Gen Alpha.
You have Gen Z and then Gen Alpha.
Oh yeah, this is.
What's the next? Because if you're old school, it's gonna get to the point where you're like, we're bond the internet. That's the only. What else is left?
No, that's what most of the older generation.
Right.
Like, yo, fuck that shit.
You're gonna have to, because you be scrolling through that shit and glued. And that's, you know what I mean? But it's gonna get to the point where it's only like, what is going on this?
All day long.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man.
And then even with the music, they got the people that the rappers don't even have to talk.
Yeah, I saw them when I was.
Right, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then they might have a feature. It might be an AI. It might be a bald boy. It's not a real person. You don't know what's gonna. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about, they might have an AI robot called Bald Boy. You know what, man?
But they actually got AI models and shit already. Right?
Yeah.
They got AI models that are generating followers.
Moab.
Loads of
superstars in Moab that are AI.
Yeah, I know. Because they've even got, the serial killer prototype robots.
Wow.
Well, do you remember the one that they interviewed? They had one in Parliament. They got the other one that they had. They got a few of those ones in the different countries actually. And then, like you said, you got these Moab AI models in that.
Big following.
Big following.
Concerts and streams.
Yeah, like when you see Tupac and that, innit?
What rapper did that recently come out and it's an AI and then it turned into him rapping? One of them, Carti or one of them. He came out, it was like an AI.
Oh, the meme, yeah.
It was a real concept. It was a meme. I think they made. It's like an AI. Then it was him spitting. Is it Playboy Carti? One of them. He came out as a big concept. People screamed, but he came out like someone like, I don't know if it was like Michael Jackson or something. And then it turned into him. And they had a split screen. It's crazy, man.
Picture that shit.
You have to see. It was like they done a split screen. That.
Let's read.
Amos chapter 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words.
So we'll close on that. That's a beautiful scripture to close out on, because that's what's going to happen. We're teaching, man, but at some point it's going to get to Jacob's trouble. You know, the spirit kicking, thought crime, the spirit is going to kick in. You know what I'm saying? We got to tell you this because it's true. Like, you know, some people are comfortable. You know, they're not really doing just watching, like, you know, debates or debating the Hebrew. No, man, this is where the prophets were telling you what's going to happen. So, you know, it's not entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? Alright, man. We out, man. We'll catch you, brothers. Yeah.
Shalom. Shalom.